Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to the Santa Stream. Today we are going to take a look at the new Octachron. Yes, Octachron. I must get that right. So I'm just bringing up my channel feed now so I can see the actual chat when people arrive. So this is it's an 8-track drum. It's a MIDI drum sequencer, 8-track MIDI drum sequencer. Okay, so there is one person watching at the moment. I know there's 10 people watching. Hello. Righty. Oh, just let me just get. No, right. Okay. 2 secs. Oh, Sonic Neutron's here. Hey, United Dogs. Yes. I think. Oh, the Aardvark guy. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dre. And oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's get this right now. Can see what's going on. Right. So I'm pretty sure that the developer is going to pop in. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. Oh, everyone's here. Oh, if you're here already, hit that like. Hit that like button while you're here. Yes. And subscribe to the channel. Consider becoming a patron. Now, listen, this is very, very cool. And I think a lot of people are going to want to get this. Now, I don't think it's very expensive. The developer sent me a code. I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but I'm pretty sure. Yes, it's evening here, Sonic. Evening. I'm pretty sure it's quite reasonable. Okay, and the developer, Marcus, I'm not going to try and pronounce his second name because I'm not sure how to, and I don't want to do him an injustice, but he is kind of the second half of the development team for numerical audio. So, Volt Synth, Kairos, Volt Synth, and all them things, Italizer and things like that. So, Arenas is here. Hey, right. So, Yes. So he is the developer of this, and it's very cool. So it's an 8-track AUv3 MIDI drum sequencer, but it does work in standalone as well and everything. So let us get going. I'll show you what's going on here. Here I have an AUv3, okay, and it is connected to Octachron here like this. As you would normally. So all I need to do now is I'm going to add some kicks in here like this, and I'm going to add some closed hi-hats, and I'll just add them on every 8th note like that. So we'll hit play. Very cool. Hope you can all hear it okay. All right. So, what we got going on? Well, we've got Octachron is now playing the AUv3. Right here. Okay, so let's stop that. So you can have up to 8 sequences running, and you can chain those sequences together. Oh, thanks, Audio Gusting. Yeah, it's okay, isn't it? Do you know what these are? I'll tell you what these are. Right, there's 4 of these. It's stacked up like this. Look. Because I can't zoom in any closer on YouTube than that. Anyway, these are from Asda. They're chopping boards, and they're £3. They're £3 each. Beautiful pieces of wood, lovely. They do the job perfectly. Anyway, so let us to get into the access to see what's going on. You long hold the actual pattern block that you're working on. And you can see here it says pattern repeats, clear pattern, paste pattern, copy pattern, song mode. So at the moment, this is in song. Let's take it out of song mode. Okay. But let's have that pattern play 4 times. Okay. They used to be £4. They're an absolute, I tell you what, I'm not kidding, as the rollback, but they are brilliant. I love them. And what we're going to do is I'm going to copy pattern. I'm going to select this next block here. Long hold, and I'm going to paste that pattern in. And in this one, I'm going to add some snares like this here. All right, not a clap. And then also what I'm going to do is I have got that going for 4 as well. I'm going to put song mode on now, okay? And what will happen now, we'll go back to our first pattern block, okay? Make sure we've rewound. And here we go. So what will happen now is this first one will play for 4 bars. And then this one will play for 4 bars, and then it'll go back and play that one for 4 bars. And here we go, it'll jump over now. and then it'll go back again. Now, I don't know about you, but this is super useful, right? Because now it lets you build up drum patterns in AUM or whatever his sequence, 8 matrix or something. But drum patterns in AUM, I think it's about $4.99, I think, something like that. I think, or the August, I think is asking how much it is. I think it's about $4.99. But it's super useful right now. You can build up 8 of those. So you've got plenty enough to build up a complete track of drum sequence. Now also, let's have a look at, let us select this one, long hold, and let us copy that pattern, select our next empty pattern slot, and we'll paste the pattern in there as well. Actually, I'll hold that as well. And we'll also have that go for 4 reps. Now, the thing is, right, because I've copied the pattern over, let's just see how many we can go up to. Now, I'm pretty sure it's 20 bars. 20 bars, that is plenty, right? Because most tracks or songs, you might want to change after maybe 16 bars. That's quite long. And then, you know, you can do shorter ones. But so we've got another one now. We've got another one like this. So now we can make some more adjustments to that. We can add maybe some more hi-hats in here at the end of each one. Okay, now I'm going to put some claps in as well here. Like that. And then we can go back to our beginning and we'll start again, let it track through. Right, brilliant. Oh, I'll get to the stacking up in a minute, audio headache. I've got some mad stuff set up. I have, well, not mad stuff, but interesting stuff. Now, let us go to pattern. Right, let's get out of song mode a minute because we don't want to be playing our song all night. So we only have to take song mode out once. And let's play this pattern. Along the bottom here, now, so you can see that you can hit mute and it'll mute out the clap for that track. We can bring it back in. What we can do, right, is if we, you see where it says here, step repeats, we can hold this and you can have it set to velocity, so you can control the velocity of each hit. Opening it up again, you've got step repeat, probability, and row length. Row length is where you're going to be able to create your cool Pali Rhythms. It's almost stochastic, you know. Right, so let's look at step repeats first. This is where you can get like ratcheting, or if you're into trap and stuff like that, you'll know what I mean, if the hi-hats and things. So let us just choose this. Let's choose a couple of these closed hi-hats here, and we're on step repeats. Okay, so let's. You have to select the thing that you want. I want hi-hats here. So a step. Let me just. Right. Whatever you have selected will be represented at the bottom here. Okay, so you're not like, you can see straight away. So open closed hi-hat I want, and you can see that we have closed hi-hats on all these particular steps. Okay, so that's very cool. Wonder if you can trigger them. It's got like a full CC modulation control on every single lane. It's just mega. I haven't got into the modulation yet, but you guys will be able to. I'm going to show you the whole thing. It really is epic. I'm starting simple, otherwise it's going to get too confusing, you know. Anyway, so we've got these step repeats, and we can step repeat any of these either twice, 3 times, or 4 times. So let's do 3 times on that one, and let's do twice on that one maybe. And on this one, we'll run it at 4. So you're going to get a kind of a, we'll do a couple on there as well. We'll do 2s on there. You're going to get kind of a trappy feel now. We could select velocity. So the actual slightly louder. We could select our claps there. Right. Okay. And then probability is kind of what you'd expect it to be. So like, let's choose the kick drum and let's run the probability down a little bit to about halfway, so it should theoretically play every second run. Here you go. Very, very, very cool beans. Now, you have, like I said, you can go in, if you long hold here, you have your pattern modes and stuff like this, but you can also hold shift and then you get the notes that are actually playing. Okay. So if you know your CC notes and stuff and you've got a drum machine that isn't any particular what's it, you know, but listen, I'm not going to get right. So you see little gear icons along here. So that basically gives you the access to the same thing, just a quick hit. Here we have this little square box here. Let's open this. Let's longer hold that there like this. This is your sequence kind of control. So you've got clock divider, swing grid 1, swing amount, 16 steps, and it's on MIDI channel 1. Brilliant. Right, so you've got all that. Then the little octopus here, you have presets, right? There's nothing in them presets there. Okay, hold on, bring it back, sorry. Then you have mapping, so you can, let me just long hold that. There's where you can map the kick, the snare, the clap MIDI, the cowbell MIDI. So you can do all your own MIDI mapping as well. Let's go back here. Then you have scales, right? This becomes more apparent when we're going to get this to sequence some synths. All right? Okay, brilliant. And then, oh, I'm going to, again, look. And then you have mapping presets. So if we hold that there, Marcus has already put in some pre-mapped stuff for us. General MIDI mapping. That'll be your BS16, stuff like that, you know, uses general MIDI. We can check that out in a bit. Then you have Roosemaker FM, MV08, which is mapped to what it is now. Okay, I set it up earlier. DM1, DM2, Axon, and then the Elliott Garage, the 606, 808, 909. So those are the ones it's kind of pre-mapped to. So at the moment, like I said, it's playing that. So let's say, okay, well, you know, I don't want the MV08 now. I'm going to put a Roosemaker in there, audio unit extension. Let's run down and find Roosemaker. It's ordinary Roosemaker now. And then let's see, super easy to run into Digi. I tell you what, this thing's epic. I don't know why anybody hasn't done it before, where you can run along changing patterns and stuff, right? So anyway, let's route Roosemaker now to the Octachron. Okay, like this. And let's open Octachron and let's go to our mapping presets here. And let's choose a Roosemaker. Was it Roosemaker I put in? Yeah, ordinary Roosemaker. Let's choose Roosemaker now. And what should happen now is my pattern should play with Roosemaker. Dead easy. Now, bearing in mind, I took it out of song mode, if you remember. So let's stop that there. Let's put it back into song mode and run that pattern through. Okay. And you know what? I tell you what, it was so easy to get going. It was kind of almost, I understand what that does, you know. This is obviously how this works. And, you know, it just did. Right, so here we go. I'll run this pattern again. So now we've got it playing Roosemaker. And then it'll just jump back to the first pattern. How cool is that? Right, okay. I'm going to save this, right? So much easier than trying to program Atom. Or I like Atom though. I love to play. What I love about Atom is just being able to play stuff in it, you know, on the keyboard. That's incredible. Let's save that now. Save session. Atom's a bit different as well. Atom is a piano roll. This is literally a drum sequencer. So let me see what else I had. I just want to quickly show you something that is very cool that you can do. So if I go down to the bottom now, where it is, where is it? There we go. Octachron scales. I set up this thing right. So now I didn't have to put those two like that, and I didn't need that channel there in the first place, but I was just messing around earlier, right? So I could have put that one underneath. It doesn't matter. Let me go into here a sec, and you'll see that I have two patterns set up. One of them has got nothing in it, and the other one has got them in it. And you can see along the side here, I've got these notes like this, because I've set the scale. I can't remember what it was now. It doesn't matter anymore. I think it's minor harmonic, I think. But anyway, I set the scale there like this. Okay. So it's not now drums, it's now controlling mood, like that. And then in this one, you'll see that the pattern is in the first one and there's nothing in the second. But the thing is, they're both set at the length of 4. And if I open it like this, song mode isn't set. Right, I'm going to deselect song mode, actually. And I'm going to deselect it in this one as well. Because I want to show you what's it. So, no, wrong one. Sorry, no way around it here. I'm gonna just make sure song mode is deselected. I probably deselected it earlier. So here is, you can, of course it's an 8 track, so you've got a choice of 8 notes, but those notes and where those notes are entirely 100% up to you. You don't need to be like, if you go into your little scales, you can choose the bass octave. Well, the bass octave is at C3, bass note is C, scale is major. Okay, it's major. I'm going to set that to minor. I'm going to set the bass octave to 4, and I'm going to generate, and that's done. Okay, but what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to open that. No, I'm not. I'm going to go into scales, sorry. Scales, I'm going to set the bass octave at 4. I'll leave that at C, and I'm going to set that on minor, and I'm going to generate, and that's changed all that, right? But we're not in song mode at the moment, so we don't need to worry. What I will do is set that back to 1. Yeah, and I will open this one. So at the moment, if I play this now, it's just going to continually play that over and over. Right, so let's go back. And if I go to this one now, you'll see that the pattern is in the first one, but there's nothing in the second one yet. It is locked into song mode as a 4. And I'm going to explain something that's really important about song mode as well. If a pattern block says 0, it will not be affected by song mode, okay? Because otherwise what would happen is that'd play for 4, that'd play for 4, that'd play for 1 bar, that'd play for 1. You have to put a value in of 1 or more, so 1 or up to 20 for that, for pattern mode to work, okay? Like if I've got something there at a 0 and then I start there again, once it hits that 0, it'll go to this one, it'll stop playing. It'll carry on playing the same pattern. So you'll get it anyway if you start to use it. Right. So here we have 2 patterns. Now, strangely enough, these are the wrong way round. Okay, it doesn't really matter. What we need to make sure is that that one is on nothing and it's set to 4 or 4, both on 4. I don't know if you can see, they're both set to the length of pattern is 4. Okay, currently pattern change via Midi does not work, but plan to have it soon. There you go. So there you go. And that's from the developer, from Ryan himself. Right, anyway. Or I think that might not be his real name. Who knows? And I thought it was Marcus. Right, let's close this and then let's open this and make sure that this is set on the first pattern that we want to play. But song mode, it's 4 and then it's 4. So it's the same as the other Octachron that you've got running, right? So let's have this. Let's switch song mode on for this Octachron. Okay, and let's go to this one and let's switch song mode on for this one as well, because we've got 2 separate ones. We know they're both ready to play. So what's going to happen now is this first one's going to play nothing, while that's playing, then that's going to now. If you've got a song, right, that wants to go through key changes, scale changes, you want the bass pattern to change and stuff like that, this is the way to do it. Set up do it sensibly. Set up 4 Octacrons on one MIDI channel. That's all you need to do, and then just route the instrument. But you'll see that mood is routed to both of these. So can you understand what I'm saying now? This one's going to play a blank pattern, but this is one's going to play. And when both those patterns shift, this one's going to switch off and that one's going to start. They're not really switching off. They're just playing blank patterns. And we can actually watch it work. So we know that when I start this is going to start tracking along. And also this will start tracking along when I start that. So you won't see it change, but this is going to change now. So I could just start adding notes in if I wanted to. So all I did was shift everything up 1/2 tone. Do you know what I mean? So I'm getting an actual key change as well. So this is playing at the moment. Now this will play. You won't see it until I select it, so. That's too fast to move. There we go. And that way you can build up huge banks of changes and stuff like that, you know. So at any time then now you could say, okay, well, like I said, I should have really added one here. It doesn't really matter. I don't know why I added one there actually, but let's go and add one here anyway. Let's put another one in. Let's put Octachron. Let's put it there like that. So I've got this one now. So let's put some sort of drum machine in this one. And I'll show you about it being, I'll show you the general MIDI thing. So what we shall do is put in an audio unit extension, and I shall put in BS16, which we know is the MIDI. It's all general MIDI sort of thing. We'll select standard drums. I shall turn the reverb off for it really. And I will make sure my volume is a half sensible level. Okay. And then we shall start to play. And it will be playing in song mode, but this will only have 1 bar anyway. So. Now you think, oh, why aren't I hearing it? Well, don't forget, you have to route it here. To so I've got now, I'm going to route this one to channel 3 number 2. Sorry. I'm going to set that at 4, but I'm not going to put it in song mode just yet. But I will copy and paste. so let's go back to the beginning, make sure we're at the start point. Okay, so now the thing to do is we want to engage song mode. The key thing to remember is if you're going to stack them like this so that you're playing independent tracks and rhythms and changes and stuff like that, that you make sure that all your patterns are sent to the same length. And then when you return to your 0 point, you want to make sure that all your octacrons are going to be playing the same first pattern to start with, okay? Otherwise, you're going to get a bit confused. But always make sure that when everything is link enabled, that when you stop it, you return to 0 by hitting this again like that. Okay. So now what shall happen is I engage song mode. I shall engage song mode in this one, which we know is in channel 3, and it's number 2, 3.2, and that's done. And what will happen is as that pattern changes, the actual the BS16, both those octacrons will change as well. So do you know what? Do you know what? I'm not kidding, guys. Seriously. Oh, but hey, here's a good thing, right? This is how you can do it. We'll want this one to start on the second one, although these are going to be playing on the first one, because I stupidly put my drop kick, my bass, my basic thing, into the second pattern block. What a dickhead. Seriously. But now what will happen is it'll play along with these, so this will go backwards as this goes forwards. I'm going to do some Pali Rhythms now, yeah? And there we go now. Brilliant. It's brilliant, but what I really should have done to keep things sensibly is put this 4-bar pattern here. So to copy that pattern, really that should have went into there like that, and then I could have gone back there and just kind of deleted all these unnecessary ones, so that my kick, actually I could delete that one as well, so that my kick actually starts in the right place along with my, you know, more sensibly looking piece of music sort of thing. Right, so there you go. Right, now, so somebody asked about the Pali Rhythms. Yes, let's do that then. So let us, I'll save that. I'll start from scratch. I'll use a different drum machine. Let me just save that session there, like that. Yes, thank you very much. And we'll clear that like this. And we'll open an audio, and we'll open a Midi. And in our Midi, we shall put, obviously, a Octachron. There it is. In numericals box, so you can easily find it. Right. Let's get a swig of Coke. I'm thirsty. I'm very thirsty. Right, so now, here's a cool thing. The Pali Rhythms and stuff like that, and it's almost stochastic. If you're familiar with the Rhythmaker stuff, they like Rhythmaker rhythm and things like that, you're going to kind of get the, you know, noir and things like that. But let us this time choose a audio unit extension, and let us use let's use Rhythmaker FM. Let us do the sensible thing now and route this straight away to Octachron. Let us open Octachron, and first of all we want to do this and go to our mapping presets and choose Rhythmaker FM, and let's put some basic stuff in. So again, your old standard 4 on the floor. So these are empty because they don't apply, because the Rhythmakers don't have, so they're pre-mapped, you know. It's very cool. And let's put some hi-hats in. And let's put a couple of snares in and things like that. Yeah, let's put a couple of claps and snares and whatever. So let's hear that. Okay. This is where we can go and do some very cool stuff. Let's first of all let's do the swing. You have different swing grids. Then you can choose the step length. Let's take the swing off. Now you're into odd time signatures for the entire track, right? We don't want to do that. And you can go above as well. So I'm not sure how many steps we could have actually. Let's have a look, shall we? 32. We could run 32 steps. So obviously the first. Let's put a few more in here then, shall we? So we've got a 32 step sequencer. And velocity, we can change bits and pieces. We won't bother doing all the rest of it now. So we know what we can do. We can expand it a bit as well, make it a bit bigger. Okay, let me stop that now. I need to find out. Let's hold this. Not scales. We've done scales. Not this. Here we go. No, stupid boy. It's here. It's here. Right, listen. Let's open this. Right, row length. Right. At the moment, it's set on the snare. Right. So if I see, we could do for the bass as well, that. Although you're not gonna. Try the hi-hats. Or add a mixture. So see what's happening? We've got the different things running. Yes, smash that like, people. We've got the kick, the snare, the effects, all kind of running at different speeds to each other and then re-triggering on the start. So you're getting a variation of pattern as you go, which is very, 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 very clever. And similar to how the Brahms apps work as well. So you can change the different things. And again, you can just copy and paste different patterns. You could start again. You could just put some mad stuff in. You've got up to 8 patterns, and each pattern can be 20 bars long. So there you go, guys. But Octachron, very, very, very good. I think. Totally job. Right, so we could reset that if we wanted to. But you see how this works. You kind of get it. Like we've got an awful lot of control. Let me show you else what we've got before we go. Like I said, we've got our swing grid. So you have different choices of swing grid, clock divider. Run at 32 steps, but we could run all the way back down to 1 step if you wanted to. So you've got enough. You've got an incredible amount of control here. I was really surprised. But you just remember it's long hold on a certain thing if you want to bring up stuff like that. So you've got your... Again, here's the modulation because of RuseMaker being allowed to modulate. You can do all the modulation for RuseMaker because it's already been pre-mapped. I think this is going to make people really, really happy. Really, really happy indeed. Again, you've got mute. You've got your shift button. Don't forget your shift button, which tells you the actual note that's going on there. Oh, it's very good. And you've got this, and you can save your own preset, obviously, but these are your, because obviously there's drum machines that aren't going to be here. And maybe Marcus will add some more map things and stuff. But you see, I like, I'm not the biggest MIDI head in the world, so it's nice to have pre-map stuff. General MIDI is always a good bet, especially if you're using BS16. It's nice to have the Ruse Maker apps there. I think it's very, very, very good. That there are some mapping. I like the fact that you can run synths through it and do, if you have very short sounds, short release sounds with a high sustain, you could get some really nice kind of gating going on, which is very cool beans indeed. Right, guys, that is it. Octachron 2.1. No, it's Octachron 2.1 because it's in 2 and it's 0.1. Got to stop doing this thing. Right, okay. I think I've covered everything that I obviously know now about it, because that's as far as I've gone. Exactly. So, Sam, okay, the Stepbud developer's here, and he said playing very nicely with Stepbud. You see, all this very cool MIDI stuff that we've got now for AUM. It's really, really making, and you know what? It's not difficult, really. You get your head around your different routes and stuff. Don't forget as well, you can also choose MIDI channels. You can choose a MIDI channel for, and send it somewhere else. It's great stuff, isn't it, eh? Great stuff. I think it's awesome. I really do. I think it's a great job. I'm very pleased because there's nothing really that would track along before and just change patterns as you went sort of thing. Well, I don't think there was in AUM. Just as a MIDI sequence, a drum sequence, because how often do you want to play some drum patterns and you need them to progress, change? You want to maybe drop things down a little bit, all sorts of stuff. Again, don't forget that once you've done all this, you can then apply your effects and etc. and have, it's fantastic. I think it's great. I really do. So, many thanks as well, Marcus. Thank you for sending me the extra codes as well. They'll be going on Patreon. And also thanks to Kai Aras, who sent me the initial code because I couldn't find Marcus. Although I didn't look very hard, because as soon as I saw he was connected with numerical, I just got in touch with Kai, Anyway, brilliant. Top job, cool beans. Thank very much for watching. I enjoy your beer, Gimbal, and have a play in your wee studio, and have a great evening. Oh, thanks, I will. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oops, Doug, not Don. Well, Don will do. Thanks very much for watching, guys, everybody. I'm really honored that you turn up and watch these live streams and stuff, Anyway, well, yes, catch it later, Mark. Catch it later. You'll enjoy it. But brilliant, yeah. Octachron. Do you know, I had so much trouble remembering how to say it. I was going, Octachron? Octachron. It's Octachron. Octachron's much cooler. Right, brilliant. Guys, I shall go now and go and chill my beans and rest me weary bones. And I shall be back very shortly with more video madness. Oh, I will give you a quick pre-teaser of the next. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you a quick, if you're still here now, I'll give you a quick pre-teaser. I'm not going to play any sound, right? But I'll give you a quick pre-teaser of the next live stream. I just have to check something. Yeah, that's fine. Hang on a minute. Just let me see if this is running. Right, I'll give you a quick... Come back. I'll give you a quick pre-teaser of the next live stream, but I won't play any of it. I will say that it is like a huge, epic, mega session. Now, watch how clever this is as well. There's nothing else open, right? Just AUM. And I'm going to show you how to set all this up, right? So we'll open files. And it says, reggae session. That's kind of a big giveaway. Oh, but there's more. Watch this. So this is what we're going to do next live stream. I've still got a few more things to set up. Done. Right, so here we go. This is what's going to be happening in the next live stream. Let's head on over to Cubasis here, and you can see my nice, beautifully designed reggae colors there that I've got porting in. But I'm going to show you how to set all this up. It's just epic stuff, epic stuff. I'll give you a. Shall I give you a quick sampling? What's crashed out? Oh no, I've closed Cubases. Right, I'm gonna do. Let me just do this. That was stupid of me. Close Cubase is going to close it all, right? So, how many tracks you got going on there? I don't know. I'm gonna load it again now. Files, a reggae session. See now, it's messed up now. Look, it's messed up. Oh no, it hasn't. It's reloaded. I don't know how many tracks it is. 7, I think, and then Cubase. Yeah, 7, and then Cubases. I'll give you a quick blast of how this sounds, although what I'm going to do is show you how you set all this up, and then we're going to record it into Cubases, and we're going to do some very, very cool audio editing, and we're going to do some very cool dub reggae inside Cubases with all this stuff. But here is the thing. You know what? I'll tell you, this is what's happened, right? And it's happened before with iBassist is zombied the actual, because iBassist is playing all this, right? So what I have to do is because there's so much going on and it's trying to remember to do so much. But you'll see now that if I clear like this, it's completely gone. If I go to iBassist now, it just open it. Oh no, a minute, what's going on? What's happening? Right, guys, stick around because I need to fix this on screen live. Right. It is right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this because it's got so much to do. iBassist has got so much to do inside AUM. It's incredible actually that it worked. But I'll tell you what, when it does, it just absolutely does. Yeah, it's only a quick teaser for the next live stream. Doom, doom, doom. 3 hours later, the iPad boots up. There we go. Let me just do my, what's it doing? All right, hang on a sec, guys. Just let me put my password in. Are we centered? Are we back? You are one hell of a team. Do you know what? I'm not kidding. Apart from crashing everything. Brilliant, yeah. Right, so here we go. We'll try again one more time. This happened to me before because poor iBassist it's happened to do loads and loads and loads of MIDI control. But we shall persevere. Let's see. Here we go. So open it up now. I'm not sure if it's worked or not, but... Yes, tempo change. Thank you. I wanted to be 85. Now, let us see. Let us see if it's worked again. Now, here we go. It's all going into Cubases, see? All me control. No, nothing works in AUM for that. It's all running into Cubases. This when am I doing this one? I'll probably do this one tomorrow. Tomorrow night if I feel okay. Yeah. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So that's my big reggae session, and I will honestly I'll explain how it's all set up and everything. But the main reason for this session is to set this up to record into Cubases so we can do some. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that it's running first, save wasting time. But you know, you see, the thing is, iBassist is playing Galileo, it's playing BS16, it's playing Poison, it's also playing Synth Master Player, and it's playing all different things. So it's so clever, iBase. This is the way it works with MIDI. Right, so anyway, there you go. So I shall show you how we set that up, and I'm also doing some very, very cool dub editing on the waves inside Cubases. Right, okay. I have a quick here, just slow get my head around this. It took me ages to set it up. But I've done stuff like this before, so it's kind of just the same principles. You're just changing, it's just different apps. Do you know what I mean? So once you get the idea of setting up something like this with one bunch of apps, it's dead easy to set it up with others. And setting it up with Cubases actually really is dead easy, because it kind of all does it for you, you know? Anyway, it's very cool. I shall go definitely now. Let me save that again, just in case. Yes. And I shall clear it off. There we go. And hopefully, and Cubases will close, and that be closed. And, oh, look, let's play some pro snooker. So when will this be happening? Tomorrow, I think. It will be the next live stream. So if I'm live tomorrow evening, then that's when it'll be. That'll be the what's it. I was going to do it this evening, but I really got excited about Octachron. So, you know, but yeah, brilliant. It gets even more convoluted when you use Audio Bus to AUM. I'm not using Audio Bus. I'm just doing the easy peasy version with just directly from using Interap Audio. It's a piece of cake. But like I said, I'll show you how I set it all up and everything. So, and it worked. The beauty of it worked. You know, well, I'm really straining iBase is to do a job. Right, guys, brilliant, top job, cool beans, top bananas, and all the rest of it. I shall see you guys soon. Hopefully tomorrow with that live stream for that mad reggae session. That's awesome job. Right. Thank you again very much again, and I will see you guys later. Don't forget to strike the like if you haven't already. Oh, 44 people watching. Hello, everybody.